Good evening, guys. What we are attempting to do is, for the first time in 3 years, we're going to change our LVAD dressing ourselves. This is one of those things that is the thing you have to really take precautions on, because you can potentially get infected and just changing if you don't follow the procedure that was lined out when you had your LVAD tutorial in the hospital. Actually, we had to study a booklet, take a little quiz in order for me to be released from the hospital. And the reason being is because this drive line is going to be exposed, and it goes straight to your heart. So that's a potential hazard, and you potentially could get infected right there within that. I call it my lifeline, but this is actually the drive line, and you have to take, precautions in changing, because once you take this outer bandage off, it's exposed, and it's just a hole, as you guys will see, inside my stomach, going right up to my heart. Okay, in the packet, you have everything that you need, and it's in order the way you need to even use it. I've done my hand sanitizing. I've done it like 3 times, but I probably will do it again, because like I said, this is my very first time changing my bandage myself, and this ought to be very interesting. This is just a little pad you put down that comes in the packet to hold everything there and keep it sanitized. First thing off the top is mask. You must put masks on. So we got our masks. Masks are on. I hope y'all can see this with my fat belly. All right, the first gloves we're using. These are to remove, but I'm going to one more time, because I'm going to hand sanitize again and go in and attempt to put the gloves on. Like I said, this is my first time, so if it doesn't run as smooth as it should, don't hold against me, guys. We're going to try to get through this as painless as possible and properly. These gloves are kinda a little trick here. All right, first thing we got here is adhesive remover, and this just takes the glue off, makes it a little bit easier to remove, especially if you are a person like myself with plenty hair and you want a little extra help in getting the stuff off. And mind you, I told you guys, this is the first time that we've actually done this ourselves. So we're learning. And even though my wife has been doing it, it is best if I know how to do it myself. And that's basically what we're doing here. We're going to go through and get this done ourselves, and of course I'm gonna be fumbling all over the place, but I got the gist of what we need to do here. So we're just gonna make this happen as best as we know how. I've seen her do it now for 3 years, so here we go. Now I'm a little bit apprehensive because, like I said, we are about to expose this right now with the removing of the old dressing. Ah, boy, does that hurt. And this was the adhesive remover. You see how it just takes the glue right off? And if you can look closely, you see that there is a hole. And that's going directly in up to my heart and my drive line. That's right now I'm plugged up to the wall, my umbilical cord, what I call it. And it's going right in, straight up to my heart. And guys, like I said, this is the first time I've changed it myself. Now, once we take the bandage off, these gloves come off because we have another pair that's sterile. So these comes off, and we go in and we put the sterile. Remember I told you everything in the packet is in order, the way that you should use it. So we're gonna go ahead and hit another time with the hand sanitizer. We're gonna let them dry really fast.
And go in for the sterile gloves. And basically, you wanna try to get them on this same way, as quick as you can. Alright, sterile gloves.
Gloves are on. The very next thing is what I call the lollipops. You got two of these, and what this does is it cleans. There's medicine in there that cleans everything up. So you just snap and shake, and you're ready. And what this is doing is cleaning the whole entire area. You clean everything. And because that's exactly what these are for. So you just use it up generously, rigorously to clean everything. And you have two of these. And once you get this done, you have to allow it to air dry. Now, if you just coming home, they told you do not blow on it, do not fan it. You just let it air dry. And you got to do this twice. There's two of them inside the kit. You make sure you're using them both. Everything in the kit, you're using it. All right, so we got the first one done. And now, through the magic of the video, we're on the second lollipop now. And with this one, we clean from the in out. The first one we just did all around. This one is from going away from the actual hole. And it's just like I said, use both. And it's just a precautionary to make sure that you are, you're doing everything that you can not to cause an infection. Because of course, if that happens, you're headed back to the hospital, turbo style. And if it's a bad infection, well, we got to do this all over again. And I did it one time. I do not want to do it again. Now this makes twice because there's my first driveline hole right there. This is the second one. So we definitely do not want to go again. Trust me. And we're going to let that air dry. All right, and we're ready for the skin prep. This is to prepare the area that you're going to put your bandage on, just to protect the skin and to make it ready, and it also cause it to dry and allow your adhesive to stick just that much more better. So, like I said, just follow everything that's in the kit and you will be on point. It's got medicine in it, and basically it's drying the skin. So you just put that all over where your bandage is going to be. And as you can see, mine pretty much is already lined out because we've had ours for quite some time. So you pretty much know exactly where the band is going to go, and get that ready, and we let that air dry. Everything must air dry. Now, we've covered step 1, 2, and 3. We now have our skin prep ready for the new bandage. That's next inside the kit, and this is it. This is the new bandage, and as you can see, this is designed to take one side off at a time. This part is where your drive line should end up. So this is the key part of this whole process, and this is going to be the back piece. So we focus on one at a time, and what we're going to do, because I haven't done it before, I'm going to do the easy way and take the front one off and do my best.
No.
Okay. Now that my wife has interjected, freaked out on me for a minute, I think we got a nice seal considering how wears it. So you pretty much can look and see if it's not got a nice seal on it. But I'm thinking, and it's looking like I have a really good seal. Except for this part up here. And that is because of the hairs that's there. So the majority of this is the important part. That's where the drive line, and that's the key right there. And it's looking like we have a good seal, guys. So we're gonna move right along to the back piece. And basically, it's designed the same way. Except for there's a little trick in putting him on. He has to go underneath the drive line himself and connect. Okay, we got the first part on, boom. And we're gonna go ahead and pull that off and get the second part, and what that does is close up that back end with a double layer protection. And what do you know? What do you know? That's the first time in 3 years I've changed my own dressing. And I think it looks pretty good, if I must say so myself. At this point in time, you can take your gloves and everything off because everything is now closed up. And as I take a look at it, it looks pretty good. I'm impressed. Yes, yes. And we're done. Well, that's the LVAD living, guys. I just changed my dressing for the very first time. And this is one of the things that needs to be done 5 days. 4, 5 max. If you get beyond 5 days, it should begin to look pretty yucky. And that's pretty much a tall tale time that it's time to change it. But see, the key with this, guys, you got to stay on top of this thing. You talking 4, 5 days, that 5th day, that's a week's time. And this is important. This is important with this LVAD living, the success of living better, a better outlook on how your health is going. You need this. I can't stress this enough. And like I said, it was to the point where, because of the importance, I wasn't allowed to touch it. And this was the first time I was allowed to touch it. And I think I did pretty good. So, I tell you what, you guys stay up. Like I said, more of these videos are coming. And I want you to use this tool as just a nugget of encouragement. We get some things together. As you can see, after I had mine 3 years and I'm on my second LVAD, I've never changed my dressing. I just shared that with you guys. So, stay up. Come on back, like, share, subscribe. Peace.